In a land called Australia, three superheroes fight for the people. Federal Woman, State Man, and Local Boy.
Help, help! No one's collected my rubbish for weeks.
Never fear. Local Boy will keep your bins clear.
My school's closing down. Can you help?
Don't worry, citizen. State Man's just finished building a school even closer to your home.
I don't have enough money. Taxes are too high.
Federal Woman can fix that.
Wow.
These three superheroes each have their own unique powers, just like the three levels of Australian government they're named after. The biggest is Australia's federal government, and it takes care of the country as a whole. It has the responsibility of defending the nation and deals with trade and other countries. It also keeps a close eye on managing Australian money, taxes, communications, and the environment. State and territory governments control each of Australia's 6 states and 2 territories. They have different responsibilities like health, education, mining, and agriculture. They also watch over most of the police force and the courts, roads, trains, and public transport. At the bottom of the list is local government, and while its powers may not sound as impressive, there are more than 500 local governments around the country. They maintain local roads, deal with garbage and pets, and they're in charge of local buildings and permits. But the country hasn't always had 3 levels of government, or 3 superheroes looking over it either. Back in the old days of Australia, the states were their own separate colonies and just governed themselves. But then in 1901, the Federation of Australia united the colonies into the Commonwealth of Australia. And with that, the states passed many of their powers to the new federal government.
Federal Woman, on this day, I give you some of my powers to help me govern the nation.
But as the population grew, state governments found it hard to manage all of the responsibilities they still had. So in the 1970s, local governments became popular. They were given more money and some powers of their own.
I humbly accept these powers.
That's how things still are today, and the system usually works pretty well. But every now and then, there is an overlap in responsibilities, or they disagree.
I think that we should turn this small road into a highway.
I don't think that's a good idea. Why would you want to change
That's why they have rules about who runs what. And if they disagree, then federal overrules state,
Well, I have the federal power.
and state overrules local.
Fine, do it your way.
And that's how these 3 superheroes work together to keep our country running smoothly.